It's a new name for an old rivalry that dates back to 1974. Can the triple option of the Yukon Millers, led by quarterback Logan Troxell, outrun the high-scoring offense of the Mustang Broncos, who average more than 300 yards a game through the air? It's a Canadian County Bedlam matchup. It's the Millers and the Broncos on Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome to Ortho Central's Friday Night Rivals, live on CW34, driven by GMC.
It is a warm, windy night here in Yukon, Oklahoma. It is also the first district game of the high school football season. It is the Yukon Millers hosting the Mustang Broncos. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Yukon High School. Jack Dammer with Myron Patton. Ed Murray is on the sideline for us tonight. And what a game to start district play tonight, Myron. We have Bedlam.
Yeah, Canadian County Bedlam. Couple schools, Mustang and Yukon, separated by I-40, very familiar with each other. What a way to get your attention on the first day of first game of district.
Last week, Yukon won a big game here at home. Let's see if they can repeat it tonight.
Yeah, they took out Norman North, a really good team. The running game was the key that night, got out to a big halftime lead, hung on to win. There'll be a spark for tonight.
They're playing a Mustang team who averages 39 points a game. They're a high-scoring offense.
Keegan Bass, keep an eye on him. He's going to Air Force, top 30 player. Jacoby Johnson also, he's going to Oklahoma, another top 30 player. They got major weapons.
All right, a big game tonight. It is Bedlam here in Yukon. It is the Millers hosting the Broncos, and the kickoff is coming right up.
Maybe they want to get on TV around on the field. They got somebody watching.
Welcome back, everyone, on Friday Night Rivals as the Mustang Broncos take the field, followed by the Yukon Millers in what should be a great matchup on a beautiful Friday night once again in Oklahoma. Nice and warm, 90-plus degrees. Myron, it seems like we have not had a fall game yet. This is summer weather, so, another warm night for us.
Yeah, we're getting to fall, and got a couple teams that know each other well. This should be fun tonight. The fans are here. They've been here for a while waiting on this one.
Yukon comes into this game with a record of 1-2. Meanwhile, the Mustang Broncos 2-1 with a big game over a big win last week over Harbar out of Arkansas, 41-13. They score a lot of points, so we could see a high-scoring game tonight as we talk about Bedlam all night long. Bedlam ends in one instance. It begins here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. In these two schools, like I say, and one thing I mentioned this before we went on the air, I like the fact we're going to see a good old-fashioned option team. We don't see that a lot. Somebody knows how to run it. Exactly. I like throwing the football too, but it's go back in the past, see some option football.
All right, let's go downstairs to our third partner of our broadcast group, Ed Murray. Good evening, Ed.
Good evening, Jack and Myron. You know it's a rivalry when they sell T-shirts before the game. Canadian County Bedlam. These students have been here since pregame stretching to boo the Mustang Bronco players. So you know you've got a rivalry. Things I'm going to be looking for tonight. Even in the victory over Norman North last week, Yukon gave up a lot of flash plays, those quick touchdowns, 70-yard TD bomb, a blocked field goal, 90 yards. Can't do that against Mustang. And for the Broncos in that loss to Deer Creek, they were stopped 3 times inside the 10-yard line. Can Mustang finish off the drives, guys?
All right, thank you very much, Ed. It is time for the Ortho Central kickoff. Ortho Central, we are part of your team. The Broncos will kick it off to the Millers to start the game. This is Aiden Jordan who will tee it up for the Broncos as they will have a stiff wind behind them moving from south to north. So here is the kick. It is high and long, taken at the goal line by the Millers, and they're going to call a touchback as his foot goes into the back of the end zone, and so the Millers will take over on offense here to start the game, coming in with a record, like I said earlier, 1 win and 2 losses. Here's the quarterback, Logan Troxel, and Myron, he is one of our keys to the game tonight. Logan and Logan. Logan Day in the backfield, Logan Troxel, the quarterback. They do run the football with the triple option.
Yeah, he's awfully good at it. We were here last year doing a game, of course, keys for them stopping the run. And like I said, they can put up some points at Mustang. For Yukon, fast start. Get off to a really good start tonight with Logan and Logan. It's going to be important so they can keep the ball away from a high-scoring team like Mustang.
So here we go. First play from scrimmage in this Bedlam series since 1974. Here's a little pass out to the flat. It is caught across the 20 to Logan Day, and he gets 2, maybe 3 yards on the first play from scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Millers. So they go to the air on the first play of the game. Here is the starting lineup. Actually, we'll get back to the starting lineup right after this. So here is the triple option for the Millers. His handoff to Day, and he is swarmed under at the line of scrimmage by the Broncos. No gain. Actually, may have got a half a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Millers. Here is the United States Coast Guard starting lineups for the Yukon offense. There you see the 2 Logans in the backfield, Logan Day and Logan Troxel. Also look out as a wide receiver. You got Zach Milliken, Grady Mackey, and Heath Sperry. So here's the 3rd down play from the 24. Right back up the middle with some room. Across the 40 to midfield to the 40. Fumbles the football at the 35, picked up by the Broncos. A huge gain for the Millers, and then a fumble at the end of the play, and the Broncos have recovered.
And I believe that's Jacoby Johnson. Boy, he has got Jacoby causes the fumble. He's the OU commit, and they recovered there by Mustang, and this wipes out a huge play by Yukon. And that's I believe they call it a horse collar there. It looked like I see a flag there.
Could be a horse collar at the end of the play. Exactly right. On the Millers, Miguel Vera was the one who recovered the fumble, and now on the personal foul on the horse collar, actually they will get the football to start with at the 46-yard line. Unfortunate for the Millers on that play, Myron, because it was a huge game.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't want to get in 3rd and long when you're an option team, but they bust a big run, but you got to hang on to the football.
So here is Tristan Russell, the quarterback, senior, 5'11", 185 pounds for the Broncos. In the backfield, Jay Bedford. There's a flag on the first play from game. Bedford has it down the sideline to the 30, down to the 20, to the 15. Can he get in? Yes, touchdown. Actually, that's Jacoby Johnson. They started him at running back.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's kind of a do-everything athlete. Plays in the secondary. That's what he'll probably play in college, in the secondary, but good basketball player. He's just a really good athlete. He showed it there on just a simple handoff around the end. He just outran everybody.
And unfortunately, though, this is coming back. So a penalty against the Broncos will eliminate the touchdown run.
So each team's had big plays that being wiped out by mistakes.
Here is the Mustang offense that you will see tonight, brought to you by the United States Coast Guard. There is the quarterback, Tristan Russell. Jay Bedford, we thought was going to start a running back, but they gave it to Jacoby Johnson. So Johnson starts on the first play. Now Bedford is the running back. And here is Bedford on the handoff, right back up the middle to near midfield, just shy at the 48.
Gets the penalty yards back and then a couple more.
Should be 3rd down and about 7 for the Broncos. Quick pass out to the near side, and it is caught. Actually, they're going to stop play before it can begin procedure on the Broncos, and so it'll take it back 5 yards. So 2 penalties in the first 3 plays of the game for Mustang.
Those teams kind of make some mistakes there early on.
Here is the Yukon defense. They are led by Alex Wilson, the middle linebacker who leads this team in tackles. So look for him. A heavy dose of Alex Wilson defensively tonight for the Millers. Here is the 3rd down play, actually 2nd down play. And now they get back just across the original line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd down and long.
A lot happened here in just the first couple minutes of this ball game.
Just starting from Yukon High School. Beautiful campus, beautiful stadium for this Bedlam matchup. Tristan Russell looking over to his sideline to change the play. Averages more than 300 yards through the air through the first 3 games of the season. He has 2 receivers to the near side looking, and he has a receiver caught and then immediately hit. Keegan Bass on the reception, but he picks up a 1st down. That is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's 1st down for the Broncos, their first of the game, and it takes it down to the 37-yard line.
Well, he took a lick and kept on ticking because that was a pass right on the money, but pretty big hit there. Keep the drive alive.
Here's a handoff right back up the middle off of 1st down, and Bedford gets down to about the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Jacoby Johnson coming into the game, as Myron said, an OU commit. Keegan Bass committed to the Air Force Academy.
Guy's never made a B in his life. That's what I say about you, right, Jack?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's what I say publicly. Here is Johnson making a move at the 25, down the sideline to the 10, 5, and he is out at the 1, or does he get in? He is going to step out at the half-yard line. He maneuvered around 3 tacklers. Watch this again.
I mean, he's to stay in bounds there.
And another flag on the play. So Mustang has scored 2 touchdowns, and both of them have been taken back by a penalty.
So Jacoby got to say, what's up, guys? I had 2 good runs here. And like I said, that last one, just the fact he was able to stay in bounds shows some good balance in his play.
Last week he had 124 yards rushing against Deer Creek. Actually, 2 weeks ago in the loss against Deer Creek, 24-21, when the Broncos left about 9 points off the scoreboard. They got within the 5 3 times, and Lee Blankenship, the head coach for the Broncos, wanted to go for it. Told me and Ed Murray on the field earlier before the game, Myron, that he should have kicked the field goal and got the 9 points, and he gets the 9 points. Guess what? He's 3-0.
Yeah.
2nd down and 14. Handoff right back up the middle to Bedford, and he's close to the 35-yard line. And it will bring up a 3rd and long for the Broncos.
If they can stay away from the penalties, they can move the ball. The offensive line's doing a really good job creating some creases up there for the running backs to find some yards to be gained in the running game.
Well, last week they had 610 total yards against Arkansas. They have quite a bit already today, but half of that has been wiped out on 2 penalties. Here's the 3rd down play for Russell. Johnson and Bass to the top of your screen. on the far side. He is looking for Johnson, and he has him complete for a first down at the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. Jacoby Johnson on the reception picks up a first down, and finally they get Johnson the ball without a penalty.
And that's his first without a penalty. Yeah, he's a good-looking athlete.
There you see Lee Blankenship, the head coach for the Broncos, the cousin of Bill Blankenship. And there's a fumble on this play. And let's see who has that. It looks like Mustang may have come up with it, and the referee signals the Broncos have recovered that. Good story with Lee Blankenship. Bill Blankenship, successful in the Tulsa area in the high school ranks, and Lee has come here, cousin of Bill Blankenship, and has done a marvelous job at Mustang in his first 4 years.
Well, that family's pretty good coaches in there, obviously. Bill's name, I think everybody knows him.
Here's the second down play. Pass is caught near side and out of bounds at the 10-yard line. The pass was caught by L.B. Hayes. Close to a first down, but about a yard shy. It'll be third down and 1.
You can already tell Mustang has some really good skill position guys.
Here's the quarterback keeper back up the middle, and Russell is going to be close to the first down. In fact, they give it to him, so it is a first down for the Broncos. Another Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down, and I forgot to say they're inside the Rose State College red zone.
Not a bad place to be. Of course, they want to get in that end zone.
Quick moving first quarter. Here's the first and goal play. Russell looking right. Throws it toward the back of the end zone, and he overthrows Bass. Incomplete in the back of the end zone, who was double covered. Jackson Bodine back there along with Grayson Den for the Millers, and it brings up second down.
Bass going to Air Force where he's wants to be a pilot.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So far through the air, Bass 350 yards. Here is the end around for the Broncos. There is a flag down as Bass is brought down at the 4-yard line, but this is probably going to be coming back. I believe it is against Mustang again. Procedure called on the Broncos. And what is this, the fourth penalty of the drive for Mustang? So it'll be second down and goal back at the 14-yard line now for the Broncos.
Well, they're not making it easy, these penalties.
Well, they've been in the end zone twice.
Yeah.
Scored twice on this opening drive. So here's the second down play after the penalty. Bedford behind Russell. Here is the handoff to him. Back up across the 10 and brought down there. Tackle made by Alex Wilson for the Millers, as we said. Call his name quite a bit tonight. Starting junior linebacker for the Yukon Millers, captain on this squad. Here's the third down and goal play. Ball spotted at the 10. The handoff back up the middle, and they're going to be short, obviously. So interesting play here. You go back 2 weeks ago, like I said, Myron, Lee Blankenship had the ball inside the 10-yard line 3 times and did not kick a field goal. Tonight, he's going to take the points, or at least to attempt the points.
Yeah, early on, especially with the penalties you had, just get something out of this drive.
25-yard field goal attempt by Aiden Jordan. The kick is up, line drive kick, and he does just barely get it over the crossbar, and so the Broncos take the opening drive with some penalties and finally get some points on the scoreboard. They lead it early on here in Yukon, 3-0 in this Bedlam series. Back after this. Welcome back to Yukon High School. A 54-yard drive by the Broncos, capped by a 25-yard field goal by Aiden Jordan. And Jordan will tee it up for the kickoff, the Ortho Central kickoff, after converting the 25-yard field goal. High kick, and will be fielded by the Millers from the 2. Running left, back up the middle's got some room, and finally tackled around the, well, still on his feet, up across the 25 and pushed forward to about the 29-yard line. Good second effort by Kennison Rogers on the return. And so the Millers take over, down by a field goal. Talk about this rivalry. They've been playing since 1974, Myron. And Mustang leads this series 30-20, but the last 3 games have really gone Mustang's way. They're averaging almost 40 points in this rivalry the last 3 games.
Well, that's kind of the MO tonight. We've seen their skill players, Jacoby Johnson and Keegan Bass in particular. They can put up some points. So it's going to be important for Mustang or the Yukon to do something with the ball. They got it right here.
Here's the option, run by Troxel running right, and he decided to keep it. Picks up 4 yards. It'll bring up second down and 6. Good read there by Logan Troxel. He had Logan Day running with him, but that time he kept it and picked up 4 yards.
I think some former guys that played in this game. David Glidden, Josh Cooper.
Here's a bad snap, and Troxel will take it himself and gets good yardage on a bad snap and gets close to a first down. Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed.
Hey, guys, on that fumble, Jacoby Johnson on the handoff where he fumbled and Mustang recovered. He was injured on that play and was not in the rest of that offensive series. He is not in here on defense either. He's standing over at about the 50-yard line, has his helmet off, but it's still in his hand. So I would expect him to be back in, but he is not in there now and did not finish that last offensive series.
First down and 10 play. Here is a misread, but a good pickup by Troxel. He's going to get 7 yards, making it second down and 3. It looked like either Day or Jesse Eakers in the backfield misread it.
Got some quick feet, that jump cut right there to pick up some extra yards. Nice move. Nice move by Troxel.
Jackson Bobbitt on the tackle for the Broncos, and here's the second down and 3 play from the 47. They hand off to Day, right back up the middle, gets a first down, and down to the 46-yard line goes the junior running back. Yukon moving the football on this strong Broncos defense early on. It is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down, Myron.
Well, and they've got to have some confidence that long run. They did fumble their first possession, but they did get something straight up the middle. So they know they can move the ball. They know they can block them up front. Just got to take care of the ball.
First down and 10 play. Day moves out as a wide receiver to the near side. And here is Troxel being rushed. Now is going to run with it. Back up across the 45 and down to the 43. He had no one open and made a quick decision and a wise decision, and he picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, you'd rather do that than just throw it up, possible interception, whatever, get what you can, come back and run second down.
Troxel has some good numbers on the ground so far. Nearly 200 rushing yards through 3 games. Had a good game last week against Norman North, the Timberwolves, here at home. Here is the option, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to be run out of bounds, and nearly a late hit as a Yukon crowd, and a huge crowd on hand, but they wanted a late hit. They're not going to get it, and so it brings up actually a loss of 3, back to third down and 10 for the Millers.
I hate to be in this kind of situation now, third and long. Of course, I said that last time. They busted about a 30, 40-yard run before the fumble, so we'll see if they can pull something else similar, but likely to be a more manageable passing situation.
Three in the backfield behind Troxel. Here is the handoff, and they're not going to pick up the first down, and that is met right at the line of scrimmage. And Logan Day gets maybe a yard. It'll bring up 4th down and 9, and the Millers will have to kick it away.
Not a whole lot there. Got stacked up, and a host of Broncos that will greet him and say, let's punt the ball.
Number 57, Russell Zolikoffer, on the stop initially for the Broncos. And here's Cameron Jellison to kick it away. Little knuckleball kick. Takes a Yukon bounce at the 20 and bounces inside the 15 and finally down to around the 12-yard line. And so the Broncos will have the football for the second time tonight. Just over 2 minutes to play. Opening quarter, they lead at 3-0 from Yukon High School. A beautiful, picturesque evening, Myron, as we look out over downtown Oklahoma City from the west, looking east. Great facility here tonight.
Oh, yeah. They got great facilities out here. Just got a softball complex they built, but this stadium's really nice. Big roomy press box.
Standing room only crowd. Look at this crowd here tonight. One of the best I've seen at a high school game in a long time. So here are the Broncos. Tristan Russell handing off with some room and tripped up across the 23-yard line. Goes Price Burgess, senior running back, 5'10", 200 pounds. Had 103 rushing yards last week against Harbaugh out of Arkansas. Here's a quick pass out to the right. A first down for the Broncos. Up across the 25. And Jacoby Johnson back in the game. So he was not out for too much time on that last series, and so he's back in. Picks up an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down. From the 25, another pass out to the right side, and this is Keegan Bass on the reception.
You got both those guys stacked up there together. It really makes it pretty tough, something to deal with. You got Bass and Johnson stacked up on that behind each other, receiver.
He's going to be close to a first down, but they're going to spot it about a yard shy, so second down and 1 from the 34. Here's a pass over the middle. Wide open is his intended receiver, and then he drops the football. And the Millers have recovered.
They got a case of dropsies tonight, man. They're making plays. Can't hang on to the football.
Roman Rowland was the receiver that tied in.
He lost that before he got hit.
They say that he did have possession of it, and it's a fumble, and Yukon takes over from their 45-yard line.
There's no replay in high school.
No, and we've seen some plays that could be reviewed, and that one probably, if it was at the college level, would be reviewed, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably would be.
That was close.
Real close.
The Millers will take it. See if they can take advantage of the mistake. No, both teams have a turnover. Both on passes and then fumbling at the end of the pass. So here is the run right back up the middle. Near midfield goes Jesse Eakers. It'll bring up second down and 6 for Yukon.
We like to take advantage, get some points on the board. They give you good field position almost midfield.
There you see the head coach of the Millers quickly, Marshall Hahn, in his second season with Yukon. Second down play. He will pass it out to the far side, but it's going to be incomplete. Troxell's pass missed by Zach Milligan. And so it's third down and 6.
Obviously big for both teams. If you're Mustang, you'll feel like you dodged a bullet if you can make them punt here. Crowd kind of getting into it.
Standing room only crowd everywhere around the stadium. Here's the third down play finally for the Millers after they decide what they want. Here is Troxell, pitches it out, and diving for the first down marker was Kennison Rogers. But they're going to say he is about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards short. So it's 4th down, and let's see what the Millers want to do. Yeah. Actually, it's going to be less than that. It's going to be about, what, 0.5 yard short.
Yeah, he's going to go for that.
Officially 4th down and 1, but they need to get to the 45 for a first down. Long look over the sideline for Logan Troxel.
Because he made his clock's about to run. Let's see, we're at 9. It's pretty much even with the play clock.
So they're going to let the quarter run out, I believe, and there it is. I believe that will end the first quarter unless they throw the flag.
It's pretty close, I'm telling you. It was close. The play clock may have been a half second in front.
Yeah, they're going to call a delay of game.
Yeah, I think it was about a half second in front of the game clock.
And Marshall Hahn is about 15 yards onto the field complaining about the call. There it is, offsides called against Yukon. Robert Morales, our referee tonight. So they will put 2 seconds back on the clock, and that does not make sense to me, but because you're right, Myron, the play clock and the game clock were almost simultaneous. And Marshall Hahn talking to the line judge on the near side, Joe Morales. And a timeout has been called. So the Millers take a timeout here with 2 seconds, and I believe that was more of a coach's timeout, Myron, so he could talk to the head official.
Yeah, now you're looking forward from about almost 6. You know,
yeah, it really changes the dynamics of the play, yes.
I think you got to punt this now. He's talking.
Yeah. This is a long timeout.
Hey, get your money's worth.
I don't think he'll have the call reversed.
I don't think
he'll
have. No, he's not going to have it work, but he's going to be heard. Because if they pick it up, then the other coach said, I need to talk to you. I need to conversate with you, Mr. Official.
Yeah, this is a lengthy timeout.
A lot of discussion going on.
He's not going to leave that meeting happy at all, as now Yukon will probably, like you said, have to kick it away.
Yeah, it'd be hard to go for it. We'll see. He's still talking to him. I'm trying to see if I see a punter out there. But
well, the ball spotted at the Yukon 49. Again, they need to get to the Mustang 45. So they are 6 yards short. And I'm not sure they've even made that decision whether to go for it or kick it away. Offense stays in there. Yep. So they're going to keep the offense on the field. Final play of the first quarter.
Could be a quick kick.
Here is the handoff back up the middle, and they get the first down.
Wow.
What a run that time by Jesse Eakers, right back up the middle, and he picks up a first down that will end the first quarter. What a run by 27.
That was like determination to get that.
So the Millers pick up the first down to end the first quarter. They trail 3-0. We're back on Friday Night Rivals right after this.
Waco Central's Friday Night Rivals, live on CW34, driven by GMC.
Start of the second quarter here in Yukon. Jack Damrell, Myron Patton, Ed Murray with you. And here's the first play of the second quarter. A handoff to Jesse Eakers. A 3-yard carry. Makes it second down and 7. 3-0 Mustang with a field goal in the first quarter. This game has been back and forth. A lot of penalties, 2 fumbles, one by both schools so far tonight. Here's the quarterback keeper on the option. He's going to pitch it to Logan Day at the last moment. And Day gets across the 35. Actually, I'm going to say he stepped out at the 35. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Millers.
We'll see that going for that 4th down. By 4th and 6, they picked it up. How much of an impact that has. This is 3rd and about 2. Go 4th and 6. It's 4th down territory, you think, I guess.
Yukon had 91 rushing yards in that first quarter. So they are just shy now of 100 after that carry. 3rd down and 2. Here is the quarterback keeper on the option. And Troxel is going to pick up the first down to the 31-yard line. It is a Brahms first down. From our farm to our stores, only Brahms gives you more. Good-looking drive here by the Millers to start the second quarter.
Yeah, the kind of drive they like. They're moving it. They're eating up some clock. Maybe take a little starch out of the Mustang defense. It's still early in the ball game, but if they get on the board with 7 or even 3, that's pretty good.
Day and Mackey in the backfield with Troxel on first down from the 31. Here is Troxel to pass it, and his pass is almost picked off by Jacoby Johnson, who read that from the very start. He's lucky he has the ball back.
Yeah, because he got in that. If he got his feet down, he's still running. So, yeah, he's lucky on that. That's a lot of traffic where that pass was.
And I believe there's also a flag on the play. This is going to be against Yukon. So the call from Robert Morales. Procedure on the Millers. Makes it first down and 15. Ball spotted now back at the 36.
Get this play in.
Here's the first down play for Yukon from the 36. Troxel wanting to pitch it, and Myron, that looked like it was a flaw. Like he went one way, his running backs went another. There you get a good look at Troxel, a senior. Last year actually led this team in tackles as a defensive back. No longer has to play on the defensive side this year.
I'm sure he loves that. Just concentrate on playing quarterback. Yeah, he thought about pitching that. That would have been a long distance pitch. Kind of little backyard ball there, but he decided to keep that one.
Loss of 2, second down and 12. Actually got 3 yards, excuse me. Second down and 12. Here's the handoff, right back up the middle. Back up to the original line of scrimmage. Goes Logan Day. It'll bring up 3rd down and long now for Yukon. They've been successful early on in this game on 3rd and longs. Let's see what they can do here.
Well, yeah, have to go 4th and 6. 3rd and 10, that's nothing.
Rogers and Day in the backfield behind Troxel. Big play here for Yukon, trailing 3-0. Here is the handoff, and they're going to be short of a first down. 2-yard gain makes it 4th and 8.
This comes down how good's your kicker. I don't see anybody moving, so that tells me they're going to go for it.
They do have a good kicker in Ethan Nicolo, and he does have a pretty strong wind behind him, and he's going to come on for a field goal attempt.
45-yarder.
So here is Nicolo, a junior. It'll be a 45-yard attempt from the near hash mark. And a flag has been thrown. So let's see what this is. This is going to be on Yukon, and they're actually a delay of game. So the play clock, he's saying the play clock never reset. They're going to pick up the flag. They're going to pick up the flag. So he wins that argument. All right, let's take a timeout. We're in Yukon. The Broncos lead it 3-0. We're back after this. It's going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt for Ethan Nicolo. Again, from the near hash mark. The kick is up, and it is long enough, and he gets it through. A career-long 46-yard field goal for Ethan Nicolo. And he ties it at 3 with 8:31 to go in the second quarter.
We got plenty of leg for that one, so they tied the ball game up. So that's a successful drive.
I know when Ed Murray and I were down on the field earlier before the game, it was very windy, and I'm not sure if it's still windy. And Ed, I know he's down there, not sure if he can hear us or not. But, Ed, what are the conditions down there if you can hear us?
Jack, I can hear you. The wind, he was helped with the wind a little bit, but it is not as breezy as it was earlier today. But he did have a helping wind, but that one was going to be good from a long way out.
So he ties it at 3. What's been a high-scoring affair in the past is we've only netted 6 points so far, Myron, through a quarter and a half.
Yeah, only 6 points. But, if you're Mustang, you said if you can stay away from the penalties, you've lost a couple touchdowns with your own doing. But each team has had a fumble off a big play. Yukon had the big run at the end of where they fumbled. So both teams have reason to believe that they can put some points on the board if they just want to stay away from penalties and also the turnovers.
And this is a Yukon team who does not score a lot of points so far, averaging only 14 points a game compared to Mustang, who averages 39 so far this season. So obviously, going in, Marshall Hahn told us he needs a low-scoring game or would like a low-scoring game. Here is the Ortho Central kickoff, and Nicolo sends it to the back of the end zone, and this is the best kicker we've seen so far this season. Stay tuned for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. We'll showcase this week's McIntyre Law Scholar athletes and have a conversation with our participating school administrators, plus Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country. All of that, including first half highlights from this game, coming up in the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. 3-3 our score. Jack Damrell, Myron Patton, Ed Murray from Yukon High School, overlooking Oklahoma City, the metro area, and you can see all of the high schools here from here that are playing tonight with all the stadium lights that are on across the city, Myron.
Yeah.
What a great view. Here is the pass out to the far side. Johnson on the reception, I believe. He gets out to the 25, and you're right, this guy's a playmaker. He should already have a couple of touchdowns in the game, but both were called back because of penalties. There we go. I believe that's probably, what's that, Putnam City North. Here is a handoff, right or left side. And that is Bedford on the carry. Actually,
going no huddle.
Fritz on the carry. First down for the Broncos up to the 35. And here he is again. Makes a nice move, still on his feet, gets another first down for the Broncos, and they're going to hurry up. Another first down, or he's going to be awfully close. They're going to give it to him, so it's a Brahms first down.
The Mustang, you feel like he hadn't had the ball in a while. You want to do something with it.
Another handoff to Prince, and he is going to be tackled across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6, second down and 4.
And a nice little rhythm. They're getting pretty big bites of yards every time they run it.
Here is Bedford, and he's going to pick up a first down. Down to the 43-yard line. A Brahms first down. From our farm to our store, only Brahms gives you more. First down play, Bedford. Down to the 36-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on this series quickly.
Yeah, they got a nice rhythm. They've got the Yukon defense on their heels. And the last several plays, they've just run it. Maybe get those safeties kind of creeping up. You slip either Keegan Bass or Jacoby Johnson behind them for a big pass.
Burgess, the running back. Here's play action. Russell looking for the corner of the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jacoby Johnson and the Broncos.
Sometimes it's pretty simple.
It is a Homeland Grocery touchdown. Homeland Grocery, your homegrown advantage, and here it is again.
No flags this time, as he had a couple steps on his man. Perfect throw. And like I say, they were just hammering them, getting 4, 5, 6 yards on every run. Those safeties start creeping up to help stop the run. You get an athlete like that, he's going to beat somebody.
And a point after by Jordan is good. And so the Broncos take a touchdown lead. We're going to break, and here's the touchdown reception by Jacoby Johnson. The OU commit gives the Broncos a 10-3 lead. A 37-yard touchdown reception by Jacoby Johnson gives the Broncos a 10-3 lead here in the Canadian County Bedlam Series. Love it that one Bedlam Series may be ending or officially ends. Another one starts here, although this has been going on for quite a while. They just renamed it.
Yeah, the other one's been going on since 1904. A little bit longer.
A little bit longer, yes.
For statehood.
Here's a short kick, and it is fumbled on the kick, and I believe the Broncos have it. Actually, no, the Millers recover it, and it is recovered by Spencer Scott.
Yep, kickoff, you got to cover those. Can't just let those flop around like a punt.
So here are the Millers. How can they respond? First down and 10 from the 25-yard line after the touchdown.
Well, you'd like to respond like you did last time. Control the ball. Let's see what's flopping around there.
Good recovery by the Millers.
Now, if you're Yukon, you'd like to just possess the ball and eat some clock, because you see what Mustang can do with it when they're not turning it over or causing penalties.
6:03 to go in the second quarter, and here's the quarterback. He's sacked back at the 20-yard line, and Mustang now starting to show a little bit of dominance here midway in the second quarter. Trevor Price on the stop.
Yeah, he kind of came unblocked there.
So it's second down and 15 now for Yukon, back at their own 20. Here's the handoff. Right side. A gain of 1. As Jesse Eakers gets the call. So third down and 14 now for Yukon. Not a position they want to be in deep in their own territory with a third and long to go.
Nope, you don't want to get this ball right back to Mustang. You want to pick this up.
4 wideouts into the game for Yukon. Troxel looking to pass, is being rushed. Now is being chased out of the pocket. Right back up the middle, still on his feet, and the ball is loose. Yukon has recovered, but they're going to be short of a first down across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to pick up some yards, and yeah, there it is.
Blaze Harris, I believe, the right tackle, was the one who came up with the recovery. But they're going to kick it away on 4th and 3. Cameron Jellison. And he barely gets it away. It is a nice kick. Fair caught at the 39-yard line by Johnson, and so the Broncos take over.
He's one roughing the punter. Not going to get it. So they get the ball right back, and well, that last drive was pretty easy for Mustang. This is a danger territory for Yukon.
3-3 score at the end of the first quarter, and Mustang opened their second quarter with a drive right down the field, capped by a 37-yard touchdown pass to Johnson. Here is Tristan Russell, the quarterback for Mustang, senior, 5'11", 185 pounds. You talk to Lee Blankenship, he calls him one of the most underrated quarterbacks in high school football in Oklahoma. Not quite call him a Baker Mayfield type, but, and he said I could quote him on that. So he gave me a lot of quotes that I could quote him on.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Use them.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
We have a long way to go.
You can save some.
Last week, 314 yards through the air against Arkansas. Harbar. Yes. What a name for a high school, huh?
It's in Springdale.
Here is the handoff to Johnson out of the backfield, and he is everywhere now, starting to make a difference in this game. Picks up 9, second down and 1.
Yeah, he pretty much had his choice of schools. I mean, the Alabamas of the world, and you name it, they were after Jacoby.
Glad he stayed in state.
Yeah. Dad was a really good athlete back in the 90s, Malcolm, basketball player.
Here's the second down play, handoff, and Yukon's going to get him behind the line of scrimmage. Nice defense that time. Burgess not going anywhere, going to lose a yard. It'll bring up third down and 3.
That's a nice play there.
Big number 44 for the Millers making the stop. Keaton Opelt. Ball back at the 46.
Kind of looking for a big defensive stop here. And
nice
they get
tackle, yeah. They get a huge stop on that as Bedford not getting back, not getting to the line to gain. Gets a yard, and a huge tackle made by Zane Samara coming up from his free safety position. And so it's 4th and 1, and Mustang shows they're going to punt the football.
We'll see about it. I think this is a punt.
Well, they brought in a whole new offensive line. Yep, they're going to show that they're going to punt. So here is Aiden Jordan to kick it away. Actually, This is the quarterback, and he's going to keep it for a first down. So Russell, they kept at quarterback, and he picks up a huge first down and keeps the drive going down to the Yukon 38-yard line.
Yeah, he just saw some opening. That was a call play, I got to believe. Wasn't his call, but that's both coaches have shown some faith to go for it on 4th down here in the first half.
It is a Brahms first down and 10. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Here's the handoff to Bedford, and Bedford gets 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Now at the 36 of Yukon. Mustang has all 3 timeouts with 1:25 to play and counting.
This will be a big score or a big stop, depending on what happens. 17-3 or 10-3 if they can keep him out of the end zone for Yukon.
Here is Russell looking for Bass, and he has him complete at the 17-yard line for a Brahms first down, and the clock stops with 1:04 to play. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we have the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. We'll showcase this week's McIntyre Law Scholar athletes, as well as first half highlights on the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. Here's a pass out to Bass again, and he's going to stay in bounds after the reception. Picks up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. We're under a minute to play.
You're seeing the clock run. They got a minute, so they got time. They won't leave anything on the scoreboard if they are able to score, but
Johnson, a wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Here's the handoff. This is Prince, and he is going to be tackled at the 11-yard line, stays in bounds with a half minute to play. They continue to run the clock, and they're going to go hurry up on this play. Here's the handoff to Prince again, and he jukes his way to the left and gets close to a first down with 14 seconds to play. Still not calling a timeout, and they're going to run it with under 10 seconds to play, and now a whistle has blown. And I believe a timeout now has been called. Yukon calls a timeout, so they want to set up defensively. 7 seconds to play in the half.
I guess they want to run some hurry up. But boy, you haven't left yourself a lot of time in terms of plays. You got 7 seconds.
Let's check out. This is, of course, the first district game of the year, and this is the first time these two schools are playing a district game. And it does not get any easier for the Millers, Myron. They go to Union to take on Union.
Don't call me Tulsa Union. Just Union.
Or obviously they've changed their name as well. So
they're in Tulsa, though.
Exactly.
Just want to make it clear where that is.
Exactly. No more Tulsa Union. It's just Union.
Yeah.
And then they come back home against Edmond Memorial, a game you will see right here on Friday Night Rivals. Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed, what do you have for us?
Hey, Jack and Myron, we talked a lot about Jacoby Johnson going to OU and Bass to Air Force. UConn, we talked to the Coach Hahn before the game, no Division I prospects yet. I can tell you at least Oklahoma Baptist University has a coach down here, and also Hendrix College is scouting this game. 2 of Coach Hahn's sons currently play for Hendrix College.
Back to action, yeah. Back to action, 7 seconds to play. Here is Russell And his pass to the back of the end zone, caught, touchdown, Mustang. Roman Rowland, the tight end who fumbled early in the first half, picks up a touchdown, and they add 6, making it 16-3 right before half.
He's able to get that foot down right there. Peck got both of them down. And he's a pretty big target. And made up for that fumble earlier.
So here's Aiden Jordan for the point after attempt. So on the fake punt, they get the first down. And then they add the touchdown pass to Roman Rowland. And Myron, exactly what you said could not happen for the Millers happened. They trail 17-3 with only 2 seconds to play.
Yeah, because they kind of had things going their way, and then you're down 2 touchdowns. I won't say the game's over by any stretch, but like I said, that you want as low scoring as possible. And you would have loved to kind of hung onto the ball that last drive. Go down 10-3. That's your kind of game.
Yeah. Stay tuned to the fourth quarter as we will select the Dynamite Driving Drive of the game. Dynamite driving test 7 days a week. And that was a dynamite drive by the Mustang Broncos to close out the first half, picking up a first down on a fake punt. So we'll see what they do here on the Ortho Central kickoff. I would think they would just squib it down and let time run off.
We get to the locker room up at 2 touchdowns, and said, "Man, if we don't have the penalties, we don't fumble the ball, we maybe got at least another 10 points on the board."
Yeah. Had a couple of touchdown runs by Jacoby Johnson first quarter that were brought back because of a penalty, and then a Roman Rowland fumble after a nice catch.
And Jacoby's a football, basketball guy. I think he'll be more football in college at Oklahoma. It's tough to play 2 sports.
Sure is.
Really tough, just from a time management situation and demands of both sports. I mean,
well, last 2 sport athlete at OU, at least in the big major sports. Kyler played baseball and football, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here is Jordan on the Ortho Central kickoff, and this should end the first half. Takes a bounce, and let's see if only 1 second ran off the clock.
That's a slow clock.
A very slow clock, and so Yukon may have to run one play.
One more time on the yellow card.
Let's see what they do. If they'll just take a knee, or they say, "Let's go deep, guys."
They have the wind behind them, but it looks like they're going to take a knee. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we will select our GMC player of the game. Already an outstanding performance by Jacoby Johnson in this first half, and here is the final play of the first half as the Millers will take a knee, and that will do it. As it is a big second quarter by the Mustang Broncos, tied at 3 at the end of the first quarter, and they go into the locker room up 2 touchdowns. As we wait for Lee Blankenship, the head coach of the Mustang Broncos, to make his way over to Ed Murray. Myron, your thoughts real quick on the first half?
Well, I think that's been a good first half. Like I said, you take away the turnovers and penalties, they're up even bigger. But you're leading by 2 touchdowns. You can't argue with that if you're Mustang.
Just waiting on Lee Blankenship to get to Ed Murray. He's actually talking to some officials.
He's got to get his 2 cents in. He watched Coach Hahn get his in,
exactly.
So I got to get mine in.
Exactly. So, no, I believe he is with Ed Murray. Ed, take it away.
Coach, a really big drive there right before the end of the half. You score a touchdown with 2 seconds to make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, we needed that one. We haven't had as many possessions as we're used to, and they're doing a good job of controlling the clock when they're on offense. Our defense is playing pretty good. That first couple of drives there, we shot ourselves right in the foot. We'd like to have those back, but I think we're going to come out. We kind of worked some of that stuff out and got the jitters out, and we're ready to go now.
What do you tell your team at halftime?
just keep doing what we do. Keep playing football hard. Keep playing between the whistles. Eliminate the turnovers, and let's not put that ball on the ground so many times this half.
And so not as much yellow either.
Exactly.
All right, Coach Blankenship, good luck the second half. Coach Lee Blankenship, Jack, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Ed. We're at halftime with the Broncos up 17-3. On the other side, the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. Come back with us right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Now, time for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Thank you for watching Friday Night Rivals. I'm Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law. If you're wondering why I'm wearing my Burns Flat Eagles High School jersey, it's because I'm here to introduce this week's Scholar Athletes.
Mustang Scholar Athlete of the Week is Keegan Bass. He's a top 30 football player in the state, as well as a 4-year starter on the basketball team. He plays wide receiver and slot receiver for the Broncos, and he does it good enough to get a scholarship to play football at Air Force. But it's not just the notoriety that attracts him to the Air Force Academy.
But the things they bring after football is a big aspect for me after life. Football can only last for so long. I'm definitely going to always strive to make it for that NFL dream that every kid wants and whatnot. But I feel like just setting up my life for the future and whatnot, just career-wise, was big for me, and they have a good avenue for that.
His 4.0 GPA shows he's capable of making his dreams come true. Football has definitely played a role.
That hard work that implements on the field every day just goes over into the classroom. My mom is also a big part of that also. When I was a young kid, she used to stay on top of me, no B's or whatnot, phone take and all that.
Yukon Scholar Athlete of the Week is Harper Barlow. Running's a big part of her life. A 3-time cross-country state qualifier, 2-time track qualifier, a swim academic state champion, and still time for community involvement with the Infant Crisis Services Team Board membership. That may explain her future plans.
I want to be a pediatric ER physician, so I want to also train for ultramarathons or triathlons. So I'm also on the swim team, so I love swimming, I love running, so I think I want to do ultramarathons or triathlons after college.
She ran her first race as a 5-year-old, a 5K with her parents, and she's been hooked on cross country ever since.
I've just always really fallen in love with like the different terrain and how like every race is unexpected, and we just kind of get to go into every race not really knowing what to expect.
One thing we learned from our Scholar Athlete honorees, their sport helps out their academics, which says a lot when you've got a 4.64 GPA.
I think cross country definitely teaches us a lot about discipline. I think not only in our sports but in our school too, and so I think that's definitely one thing I've really learned from my fellow teammates and from the sport is just the discipline, the mental discipline of getting our schoolwork done, studying really hard, and working really hard and running.
Congratulations to you both, and remember, all Scholar athletes have a chance to win a $5,000 scholarship. It's all brought to you by Friday Night Rivals on CW34.
Welcome back to Yukon, where the Mustang Broncos have a 17-3 lead here at halftime. Joining me now is Dr. Kathy Knowles. She's the principal at Mustang High School, and we just heard from your Scholar athlete, Keegan Bass, had a couple of nice catches here in the first half.
Yes, Keegan is an amazing kid. Great character, great student, great athlete, just an amazing all-around kid.
Dr. Knowles, talk about this rivalry from the Mustang point of view.
Well, it's a great rivalry. It's a tradition. It's gone back years and years and years, and I have several assistant principals who used to play on the Mustang High School football team, and so this rivalry runs deep, deep for them. But I think it's just a great thing for the community, for both communities, because we are kind of tied together, and so it's just fun. It's not hostile, or it's just fun. It's just a fun rivalry.
Well, we got the combined bands, both Mustang and Yukon band, about to perform. The cheer staffs, the two cheerleading groups are over here hugging each other.
Yes, and so it's just fun, and that's what I think I love so much about Mustang and Yukon. Really, Mustang is just such a great community town. Great people, great kids, great everything. I can't say enough about being here.
Well, talking about great, the music program, performing arts at Mustang, along with being a pioneer in aviation education. You got guys who are pilots that are students at your school. Talk about those two programs.
So our music programs, band programs are just incredible, award-winning programs, and we just continue to get better and better and better. And I don't know how they do it. We have so many kids in those programs, and they just do a fantastic job all the time. They work so hard. And our aviation program, this is, I think, our 4th year for aviation. We have 2 pilots now that have graduated from our program. One of them is a junior right now, and so he's working on his instrument rating. And we have been named an Aviation School of Excellence, and there's so many opportunities, I think, for kids that just makes me very excited and happy for Mustang.
And the community really gets behind the high school.
100%. We are so community-based. Everybody in Mustang is a Bronco. Everybody.
Well, Dr. Knowles, we appreciate it. I know you're smiling about that score. Hopefully you have a good second half.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Dr. Kathy Knowles, she's the principal at Mustang High School, which, by the way, is like 7 miles down the road that way. That's how close these two schools are. We're at halftime. We'll be back right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Now, time for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Welcome back to Miller Stadium, where Yukon trails arch rival Mustang 17-3 at halftime. We still got an exciting second half to go. Joining me now is the head principal at Yukon High School, Melissa Barlow. And Melissa, is there anything at all you can tell us about your scholar athlete this week?
Well, our scholar athlete is super special to me because it happens to be my daughter. And so she is a senior this year, just so proud of her because she has really just, taken what she loves in running and school and just excelled at both of those. And so obviously I'm super proud of her because she does belong to me, but she's worked really, really hard.
We talked to Dr. Knowles about the Mustang point of view of this rivalry. I want to ask you about the Yukon point of view as behind us. A surprise to you, the Yukon and Mustang band performing together.
It's just so exciting. You know, we are rivals and we are two communities that are separated by I-40, but our kids are really have grown up together. They've probably gone to the same churches together, and they really are true friends. So while this is a rivalry night, we're super proud of both sides and our kids who are just really supporting everybody.
This is the first of two games you will host for Friday Night Rivals. What it mean for Yukon to host? Let a TV audience see what this campus and what this community is all about.
I just think it's so special for people out there to see that school is still happening and there's just so much pride in what we do, and we're just so proud of our community support. And so to let our community come out and see our kids participate and support that, it just goes to show that there is still great things going on in schools in Oklahoma.
Well, what would you like to spotlight this week about Yukon High School?
One of my great things that I'd like to spotlight right now is just how awesome our kids have been this year. They've come back. There's a focus on learning. Our teachers are all in. So they have really focused on getting kids up to speed and learning. And without our teachers, we just wouldn't be where we're at. But our kids and our parents are supportive of us. So we're excited for this year.
You need to go in that locker room and give a halftime speech.
I don't know. I don't know what I would say. I would cheer. Yes, definitely.
All right. And we got something here for you. Our principal, Ortho at Central, our sponsor, loves to help out the host school, and Ortho Central with a check for $500 here to Yukon High School.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. This is such an exciting opportunity for our school, and this will go right back to our classrooms to be able to support our teachers and what they do.
And in a couple of weeks, we're going to talk more about what's going on, some exciting news, some more buildings going up on this amazing 100-acre campus. We'll talk to you about that in a couple of weeks, all right? All right. Again, the Yukon trailing Mustang 17-3 here at halftime, but, man, we're in for a great second half of football, and it's coming up right after this.
Touchdowns.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Now, time for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. The Broncos up 17-3 as a combined Bronco and Miller marching bands combined here for the standing room only crowd here at Union High School. There you see a great picture. You're looking at the Mustang side of the field on the east side of the complex as fans are enjoying a great game. Myron, it was a tell of really two different quarters. You had a 3-3 tie and yards even in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden Mustang came to life in the second quarter.
Yeah, and really it was low scoring just because of the mistakes that each team was making. That's and really if you're Yukon, you want a low scoring. Like this is a big play for about 30, 40 yards, but they fumble, recover, leads to a field goal. Another big play. Oops, no, I can't hang on. Leads to another field goal. And so that's why it was low scoring. And then finally, Jacoby Johnson had a couple touchdowns called back. He scores. And he had a touchdown in the back of the end zone. So it's if you take away the mistakes, which you can't, but if you're Mustang, you say you take away the mistakes, we got a few more points. And even Yukon, say the same thing. That long run, that was on 3rd and like 10, and they bust a big run. So if you're Yukon, you're down by a couple touchdowns, but you're not out of this ball game if you just eliminate the mistakes, the penalties, things of that nature, control the ball to keep Mustang on their offense watching. You're in good shape.
Yeah, because Yukon really had a great first quarter. Here are halftime stats. You see most of the yardage for Mustang came in the second quarter. Total yards, 141 in the second quarter to equal out to 242. Meanwhile, Yukon, 115 yards total in the first half. They had 94 in the first quarter. So you see the difference. They go 94 yards in the first quarter, and then they get what they get to only 115 in the second half or second quarter.
Yeah, and that's what both coaches are talking about here at halftime with their teams. I mean, Yukon wants it low scoring. Option team, control the clock, keep those high-powered offensive players, Keegan Bass, Jacoby Johnson, the others watching. If you're Mustang, you want up and down the field. You want to put the ball in your playmakers' hands, and they can make a lot of plays for you.
And really, 145 yards passing, those came on only 2 or 3 passing plays. The 37-yarder to Johnson for the touchdown, and then the pass that was caught by Rowland, and then he fumbled the football at the end of the play. So, again, Yukon really doing well so far tonight, at least in the first quarter. Mustang, taking over in the second quarter. All right, we are at halftime here in Yukon on the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. The Broncos up 17-3. We're back with the second half after this. Friday Night Rivals would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Norman Regional Hospital, Ortho Central, GMC, McIntyre Law, and 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'd also like to thank High Five Media, Oklahoma Ford Dealers, Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores, Rose State College, Homeland Grocery, Dynamite Driving, and the United States Coast Guard. Welcome back to Yukon High School here at halftime. The Broncos with a 17-3 lead. It is Alumni Weekend here at Alumni Friday night here, and there you see some of the alumni that have played here in sports across all of the sports here at Yukon. Let's go downstairs. Ed is with the Yukon head coach. Ed.
Well, Coach Hahn, I mean, for almost the entire first half, it was really about your pace. They did score that late touchdown there.
Yeah, you know, we were doing a good job, I think, of controlling the ball. Would love to have that first long run back with us holding on to it, you know, but number 3 made a heck of a play to chase us down and club the ball out. But, you know, defense has played hard. Offense has gotten some first downs. We just got to cancel a couple mistakes, be able to overcome some setbacks, and we'll be all right.
You've been in this position before, and you've come back to win, so what'd you tell your team at halftime?
Believe, trust, and fight. That's what it's got to be this second half. Believe in each other, trust each other, love each other, and fight for 24 minutes.
All right, Coach, good luck second half. All right. Coach Hahn is team down 17-3, but they're going to fight hard here in the second half, try to come back on Mustang Broncos. Jack?
All right, thank you very much, Ed. And both teams are back out onto the field as they get a 3-minute warm-up period here, and as some of the alumni that have played are getting introduced in front of this capacity crowd here at Yukon High School. Next week, we are in Blanchard, Oklahoma, as the Newcastle Racers travel to Blanchard. That ought to be a very good matchup in 4A football.
Yeah, right into a couple speed races, I like to call Newcastle, and then go up the highway a little bit, run into Blanchard. And Jeff Craig always has a really good program going up there, good team, so that'll be a lot of fun. And we're in district play now, and so every matchup is going to mean something, and usually going to be close. I mean, like I said, this game is going to yet to be decided.
Yeah, first district matchup across the state, as we said earlier. Yukon traveling to Union next week to take on the Redhawks. Meanwhile, the Broncos will be at home to take on the Owasso Rams, who are losing, I believe, to Jinx tonight in the first half up in the Tulsa area. So, again, it does not get easier for these two schools the remainder of the way, especially in this district, which is one of the tougher districts, I would think, in Class 6A1. Myron.
Yeah, it is. Always is. And, of course, you know, Mustang losing to Deer Creek a couple of weeks ago. And, of course, Deer Creek made the state championship game a year ago, and they'll be tough. And like I said, all these games, when you get district play, a play here, a mistake here or there is going to decide a lot of these games, these contests.
All right, we will take our final break of halftime on the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. The second half is coming up on the other side of the break. Back after this. We are back in Yukon on Friday Night Rivals. Jack Damrell, Myron Patton, Ed Murray with you. And a Bronco lead over the Millers, 17-3, as we get ready for the second half of play on an extended halftime for both these schools.
Alumni weekend, man. Come back, find the old yearbook, maybe get that letter jack, see if you can squeeze into it, you know, so those patches off.
I can only imagine how many people sign your yearbook. A lot, right? No one signed mine.
You know, I had a few signatures in there, you know. Still got a letter jacket at my mom's house.
Yeah, mine's somewhere. Yeah.
I don't know if I could fit in it, though. It'd be a little bit tight. A little bit tight.
Mine might be a little bit tight as well, no doubt about it.
I was looking down there. I said, I remember Randy Wright was a basketball player, late 70s, early 80s. He's got to be down there somewhere. He's here out of Yukon back in the day.
A lot of good athletes, not only at Yukon, but also Mustangs had some great athletes over the years as well. So,
Josh Cooper, David Glidden, a couple OSU Cowboy receivers back in the day. Linebacker Colin Rosenberg was a Yukon guy. He was here when Mike Little was coaching over here. So, yeah, they've got some guys. I mean, you know, you come back and as they say, the stories get better as you get older anyway.
Of course.
Because nobody to remember to tell your line.
All right, so the Broncos will receive to start the second half. Trailing 17-3. There is the Yukon Millers right there you're looking at.
Well, they're down a couple touchdowns, but this is a winnable game. For them, it's the recipe is ball control. But really, for both teams, is hang on to the football. That's first and foremost. Both had some costly penalties. Just always fearful of Mustang because they've got such big playmakers.
Yeah.
Guys that can go 60, 70 on, guys that can make plays after the catch.
Which we've seen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go on the Ortho Central kickoff to start the second half. Ethan Nicolo will kick it off for the Yukon Millers. We are finally underway here in the second half. His kick into the wind, and it's going to go out of bounds around the 20-yard line. So the Broncos will start first down and 10 here in the third quarter. Tristan Russell. Good first half. Jacoby Johnson, great first half. Should have had a couple of touchdowns. One was called back.
Well, you can see why he was such a big-time recruit. Just a really good-looking athlete, good size already. He's got a good body on him already, speed. I say he'll play somewhere in the secondary, you would think.
I also love the hype video with Keegan Bass in your report at halftime on our Scholar Athlete.
Yeah, he really started out at Midwest City. Maroney, good friends with D'Angelo Irvin, Midwest City's quarterback, who also going to Air Force. In fact, I'm sure Darrell Hall says, man, I wish you stayed for Midwest City.
And Darrell Hall's having a good night. They were up, 22-0 at halftime, I believe, in their game. So here we go to start the second half, and a pass out to the right flat, and it's caught by Bedford out of the backfield, and he's going to pick up 9 yards before he steps out. Second down and 1 for the Broncos, who start where they left off.
Yeah, just get to a guy in space and let him use his God-given gifts, which is speed.
From the 44, second down and 1. Quick pass out to the right side. First down goes Johnson near midfield. They're going to say he stepped out of the 48, so it is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down for the Broncos from their 48-yard line.
They're almost like extended handoffs. Let's get to him.
He'll do the rest. Here's the handoff. Bedford over the right side. Picks up 5 yards. Second down and 5. And like we saw in the second quarter, Meyer, Mustang going with the hurry-up offense to start the second half.
Good rhythm.
Bedford again. Picks up the first down and almost broke a tackle at the 37, but gets the first down and tackled right at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he's one missed tackle away from taking that to the house, but they're getting 4, 5, 6 yards on every play that they call right now.
St. Samara saved a touchdown for the Yukon Millers. Quick pass out to Johnson down the sideline and pushed out around the 29-yard line. Second down and 3.
The Mustangs, what you want, take this open kick and shove it down and put points on the board. Then you really got Yukon on the run.
Here is Russell looking right side, and he overthrows Bass. Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, I noticed in the first half, Mustang was getting big chunk runs to the left side. In this half, they've come out running to the right side behind big number 76, Rhett Schneider, 6'7", 340 pounds. I think I'd run behind him, too.
Can't find anybody behind the guy.
Third down play. Here's a handoff. First down, right side for the Broncos. Another Oklahoma Ford dealers first down. Bryce Burgess on the carry, the senior running back.
They're getting such good yards on first down. It's setting them up on second and short. You can take a shot down the field like they did. If you miss that, you come back. You got third and short, picked it up. But it's really first down where they're getting 5-6 yards. That's keying this whole drive.
Here is Johnson, takes a handoff. Nice move at the 15 to the 10-5, and he's into the end zone. Mustang touchdown. Old Jacoby Johnson on that run.
25 yards in first down. How about that work, too? Big time run by a big time player.
Watch it again.
Yeah, just finds a crease, and it's just a foot race. And but he hadn't lost too many of those in his life.
A Homeland Grocery touchdown. Homeland Grocery, your homegrown advantage. And here is the point after attempt by the Broncos. It is up and it is good. And they now lead it 24-3. Jacoby Johnson with his second touchdown of the night. This one a 25-yard run. And the Broncos up 24-3. We're back after this. A 65-yard touchdown drive by the Mustang Broncos, capped by a 25-yard touchdown run by the OU commit, Jacoby Johnson. 24-3, the Mustangs out in front. And here is the Ortho Central kickoff and a fair catch called for by Yukon at the 33. So they will get the football here for the first time in the second half. And Myron, they need a response, and quickly.
Yeah, they need to answer this if we're going to have a game down the stretch, because that was an impressive drive by Mustang. They just, again, much like the end of the first half, just boom, 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 run that no huddle, getting 5-6 yards on every play.
Coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will select our GMC player of the game. I wonder who that could be. Exactly. I have one name for you right now. Here's first down and 10 play for the Millers. They start at their 34-yard line. And here is the quarterback keeper. And just as they did start the game, they started the same way with Logan Troxel in the second half, running on the quarterback keeper in a game for 9 yards.
Good way to start the drive off. That's second and short. Do a lot with this.
2nd and 1 from the 43. Troxel hands off to Eakers for a first down across the 45 before he is tackled at the, we're going to give him to the 47-yard line. It is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down. Good couple of plays here to start for the Millers.
Yeah, somebody getting that first down that can kind of get you going there on a drive. You can go 3 and out. Now see if you can build on this.
He moves Logan Day to his right. Here's the handoff. Actually, he's going to keep it. The pitch to Logan Day. He gets across midfield and finally dragged out of bounds at the Mustang 46-yard line. So let's go downstairs. Ed Murray. Ed, what do you have?
Yeah, fellas, I don't know how long this has been an issue, but the play clocks are both silent. They're both dark. I didn't notice that in the first half, but so both quarterbacks, they cannot see the countdown before they have to get the play off on either end of the field.
So far, they don't need him, Ed. Moving right along. Hurry up
right.
offense. Good point, though. Good.
Maybe that's why they turned them off.
Exactly. Here's the quarterback keeper, and Trox is going to be brought down for a loss of 4 yards back to the 49-yard line. Big stop there for Trevor Price. Actually, make that Elijah Garcia. I apologize, Mom. Got the wrong defensive end making the stop.
You better not see her.
Got to give credit where credit's due, right?
That's right.
3rd down and 8. Big play here for the Millers to stay in this game. They need to get to the 43. They hand off. Back up the middle is Logan Day. He's going to be well shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 5 for Yukon. And you're in a tricky part of the field, Myron, right past midfield. You don't want to give Mustang the ball back right here.
But they went
you
for
also
4th and 6 earlier.
You also need a first down, but they're going to. Looks like they're going to kick it away and try to pin the Broncos deep. Not sure the Yukon crowd like that call.
Well, that's
little. Heard some.
If you're Mustang, you want to watch for a fake.
And here it is. Here's the fake. The snap to one of the running backs, and he's not going to get it. Yep. Actually, one of the blockers up front, and they are going to be 2 yards short, and the ball will go over on downs.
Yeah, I wasn't really surprised that he went for it earlier. Thought they might catch him napping is what he hoped, but that's a big stop for Mustang. They got great field position. I think UConn looked at that, though. It's like, hey, the way their offense is moving, we really need to get some points on the board. Now, your defense, sounds strange, they're back against the wall at the 45.
Here's a handoff to Bass, running around the right side, and he needed a couple of more inches, but a nice tackle. A gain of 8 yards, almost 9, 2nd down and short.
Again, it's first down. They're getting such good yardage on the first down, set you up 2nd short. Just playbook's wide open what you can do with that.
Here's Russell, quick pass out to Bass, and he's actually going to be dropped back for a loss of 4 yards back to midfield. So UConn defending nicely on that play. Defended nicely coming up from his secondary position. Kyrie Dawkins. So it's 3rd down 5, Mustang from midfield. Here is the handoff to Burgess, and Burgess is going to lose another yard. Exactly when UConn needed a defensive stance, they got it right there.
Yeah, those were 2 really big plays because they were like 2nd and about a yard and a half, and they went back on the next 2 drives. And you would think they forced a punt, although let's see what Mustang's doing. Looks like they're leaving their offense out there.
They've already had 1 fake punt tonight, which got them a first down, and now the quarterback, Tristan Russell, is going to line up in a punting formation again. Let's see if UConn is more conservative defensively on this punt attempt. And now he's going to throw it. He throws it long for Johnson, and Johnson has it, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, he's big time, man. Big time throw, too. Give the quarterback credit for the throw.
Laid it right up to him.
I mean, yeah, he didn't have to break stride or anything. It's right on target. And, of course, when he gets that, then you're not going to stop it. He walked in.
51-yard touchdown reception for Jacoby Johnson. And it's 30-3, just like that, halfway through the third quarter.
He carried out the fake, too.
And Yukon jumps off sides on the PAT.
They carried out the fake like he was going to punt it, but unless he was left-footed, he was not going to punt that.
He was running left. Exactly,
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So we'll do the point after attempt again after the offsides by Yukon.
This were close again. They probably would go for 2, but go and get your extra point, make it 31.
So they decline the penalty, and they will try the point after again. So Aiden Jordan on for the point after. And this kick is up, and it is good. So they add the point after, and now they lead 31-3. Mustang is rolling here in the second quarter now, second half.
And exactly where they want to start. It's a perfect start for Mustang, a horrible start for Yukon here in the second half. 2 times they've had the ball, Mustang. 2 times they've scored touchdowns, both by Jacoby Johnson.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by the wonderful group at High Five Media. High Five Media, intentionally different. Next week, we are in Blanchard. The Newcastle Racers taking on the Blanchard Lions. Both teams winning tonight in their games. First night of district play for most of these, or all of the schools in Oklahoma.
Have you ever seen the video of Jacoby Johnson jumping on a mailbox?
No, I have not. No, I have not.
Standing flat foot, just jumping straight up.
Yeah, this kid's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Most impressive kid I've seen in high school in a long time. And
I'm sure you did that back in your playing days.
I did, of course, yes. You know, no one, I don't have video to prove it, Myron, but my word is correct.
Word's
right?
bond.
My word is what it is. A late flag, I believe, is thrown in on that kickoff return. So let's see what it is. It was thrown in toward where the play ended. And they're going to pick up the flag, Robert Morales says. So that's where Yukon will start from their 25-yard line with 6:27 to play here in the third quarter, needing a touchdown run or touchdown. They need a touchdown badly.
Yeah, just to possess the football. I mean, and obviously score, but you need to string some first downs together here because Mustang's offense is cooking. And if you give it back to them, they're going to score again.
Here is Troxel on the quarterback keeper. Not a bad run. Pick up a 4 yards. Second down and 6 now for Yukon.
Got that Arizona Cardinal red on. It helps Kyler Murray out there running around out there.
Looks sharp.
Yeah. Does look very Arizona Cardinal.
Yes. Second down and 6 from the 29. Troxel to pass, and it is caught for a first down at the 37-yard line. He missed his...
Who was it intended for?
I want to say he missed his intended receiver, but I'm not sure he did. The pass was caught by Grady Mackey.
Of course, it could have been the receiver just want to catch a pass, and no, I'm getting this one. Maybe it was not intended for him. Maybe he just snatching this.
It is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down from the 38. Here's the option. Troxel looking to pitch it, and he does. And Logan Day near the 45-yard line, tripped up. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Good-looking option play that time by the Millers, who have a good drive starting here in their second possession of the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's a good pickup on 1st down. I mean, we got clocks running, but you're down by 4 scores. But they need to possess the football, and they could get a score here and get a stop.
Here's the handoff. Nice cut across midfield for a 1st down. That run by Jesse Eakers. And they're in Bronco territory at the 48 after an Oklahoma Ford dealer's 1st down.
Yeah, it was a nice cut. He doesn't get that 1st down if he didn't cut that back up in the middle. And so here they're stringing some 1st downs together. Pick up some positive yards again on 1st down. Give you a 2nd and manageable.
Here's the option, and the keeper, Troxel, keeps it. And he's going to be across the 40 for another 1st down to the Bronco 36-yard line. Good run there by Logan Troxel.
The thing about option, they got a lot of different variations of the same play. Just found some running room. You had the end coming around also as a pitch man that drew some attention.
Here is Eakers, and he has a hole. Can he get through it? He got past the 25 down to the 22-yard line. That hole closed quickly, though, or else I thought he was gone right here.
Yeah, he's a big upright runner, tough.
Making that touchdown-saving tackle, Jacoby Johnson. Handoff back up the middle. And Yukon wants a little bit of extracurricular activity after the play, but they're not going to get it. And Eakers picks up 2 yards, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, tough right there. Nothing kind of helped him back.
Caston Meadows on the stop for Mustang. 2nd down, 8. Troxel looking to pass, and now he's going to keep it and gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and long. You're in 4-down territory here.
Oh, yeah.
They're at the 20 inside the Rose State College red zone.
And man in motion just a second ago. Nobody went with him. I want to keep an eye on that. Nobody, Mustang went with him.
Third down play for Yukon. Troxel is going to have to get rid of it quickly, and he was in trouble from the very start as Elijah Garcia was all over him, and it brings up 4th down for Yukon.
You called his name a couple times tonight. He just roamed free there and destroyed that play unblocked and just messed up the timing. Of course, I don't know if he would have gone anywhere anyway. It looked like he had a couple Broncos over there waiting on him, but still, good play there by Garcia.
He already has 3 sacks on the season, almost got him his 4th. 4th down, and they're going to try a field goal of 37 yards. Here is Ethan Nicolo. The hold is down, the kick is long enough, and it is good. And so they add a 37-yard field goal, and it's now 31-6. They get points on the scoreboard. Not probably what they wanted, Myron, but at least they got points.
Yeah, they got points, and you're looking at 4th and about a long 7. And so they go get the points. And now, if you see if your defense can get the ball back, maybe a turnover, takeaway, something like that. But you've made the Mustang offense sit and watch. Now you got to see if you can stop them when they get the ball to you.
And more importantly, they also gave their defense some time to rest.
Yes.
For those who don't go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
only a handful of Yukon Millers go both ways, if any. There are a few, but not very many for Yukon. Mustang has a few players who go both ways, and we've seen one of them who does it both offensively and defensively, Jacoby Johnson.
Yeah, you want him on the field at all times if you can, because he's such a good athlete.
And he's back to return this kickoff by Yukon.
They've been kind of squibbing these kicks. I mean, we'll see if they. I would think Mustangs looking for any kind of onside or whatever.
Here is the Ortho Central kickoff. Ortho Central, we are part of your team. So here is Nicolo, and looks like he's going to set up for a little pooch kick, and it's high into the air, trying to keep it away from Johnson, and it is taken by Bass. And Bass returns it out to the 21-yard line. So choose your poison, right? Johnson or Bass?
Yeah.
And so the Broncos take over. 2:12 to go in the third quarter, up 31-6 from Yukon High School. On another beautiful Friday night. You know, Myron, we have done this now, This is our second season.
Yep.
And I don't think we've had a bad weather game since we started this.
Knock on wood, yeah.
Knock on wood. Next week we'll probably
ice
rain
bowl
like a
or
hurricane.
something.
Yeah, ice bowl. Yeah, in the middle of September.
Fall's on the way, though. It's
That's what they say. That's what they tell me. Fall started yesterday, right?
Yes, it did.
Here's a good run by the Broncos across the 30, down to the 40, up to the 50, cuts back at the 40, and finally brought down at the 36-yard line. And that is Antone Prince.
He says it's more than just Jacoby and Keegan. He said, I'm pretty good, too. He got to the outside. Nice cut. Get some extra yards right there. They've got some skill guys.
Prince wants his name mentioned for the GMC Player of the Game. And here he is again, running right across the 30 and gets pushed forward by big number 76, Rex Schneider, for another yard. It brings up second down and 4.
Do they get a truck if they win the GMC Player of the Game? I need to call about that.
I'm a player of the game then.
I'm just asking.
I need a new truck. Yeah, I know that's a good. Yeah. Well, I don't think NIL exists in high school, does it?
Well, it does in some states.
Here is Prince again, and he picks up a huge
we got
first
Laundry.
down, but there's going to be a flag thrown. That came in late after the play was actually over.
Very late.
But it's going to come back. Chop block, possibly?
Nobody threw it in the backfield.
Personal foul on Mustang back at the line of scrimmage. So this is going to be coming back. And
he said, what, me?
Rylan Lerma, number 67, is saying, was that me, or did Seamus Leeper, number 68, say it was me? They both question what happened. So personal foul. Another huge play by Mustang, wiped out like it was in the first quarter, and this penalty takes the football back to the 46-yard line. Huge penalty.
I mean, what did he do? I'd love to know what he did. The official's got an arm on him, though. That flag
came in for 20 yards.
Oh
15, 20 yards.
Yeah.
Second down and 20 after the penalty. Back at the 46. Bass and Johnson. Actually, I don't see Jacoby in the game. Bass comes to the near side with L.B. Hayes, number 2. And Yukon jumps off sides. So the Broncos will get 5 yards back. So instead of second down and 20, make it second down and 15.
That's manageable right there. I don't think Mustangs run a reverse tonight, have they?
A couple of end arounds, but I don't think technically a reverse, no. Only trick plays have been the 2 fake punts, one that led to the Jacoby Johnson touchdown. Here's the second down and 15 play. And Russell will pass it over the middle. Has Bass wide open to the 5. Touchdown, Mustang.
Why run reverse and just say go run a post?
Another Homeland Grocery touchdown for Mustang, and they lead it 37-6.
He can also hold. He does everything.
So here's Jordan for the point after. And it is up and in.
Oh, that's not what you were asking for.
Let's watch it again. Wide open at the 5-yard line, and nice pass by Tristan Russell. You see why this senior quarterback averages almost 330 yards passing a game. He's got 2 outstanding Division I wide receivers to help him out.
Yeah, that means,
and a great arm. Sorry to cut you off,
no.
But and a great arm.
Yeah, he put that right on target. And you're right, when you got 2 guys, you can't really send your coverage either way as far as doubling, because then the other guy's getting single coverage. And so, yeah, that's and they've got some other playmakers, like you mentioned, Prince,
No
and
doubt,
some other
Prince.
guys.
Yeah,
So
Burgess. Yeah, Bedford's played well tonight. You know, and I will say, and I like what Lee Blankenship said, I might believe him, Tristan Russell might be the most underrated quarterback in 6A1. Let's go downstairs, Ed Murray. Ed, what do you have?
Well, I was going to tell you what Coach Blankenship told us about the quarterback. Interesting, fellas. He also is in the moment as a high school player. As soon as Bass crossed that end zone, he spent about 10 to 15 seconds looking right at the Yukon students, hushing them up, and then gave a couple of fist pumps. So he was real excited about those 2 touchdown passes here in the second half.
37-6. And here is the Ortho Central kickoff by Aiden Jordan. And it will be fielded by the Millers at the 25-yard line. And so they will get the football back with 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Down by 31 points.
well, they've taken control of the game, obviously, and big thing is to stop fumbling and killing themselves with penalties. They've had a few, but nothing like in the first half. And they put the ball into the hands of the guys who can make the plays for them. And UConn's moved the football. They only got a field goal that last drive, but Mustang has really kind of imposed their will here in the third quarter.
First down 10. Here is the keeper by Troxel. And Troxel picks up, let's call it 5 yards. It'll bring up second down and 5. Last year in this series, UConn or Mustang won 42-6. So very similar score. You'd have to go back to 2018, the last time UConn won in this series over Mustang, 19-14. Here's the second down and 5 play. Troxel back to pass, quickly out to the near flat, caught across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And Caden Morey has the reception and a first down, and that will end the third quarter here in Yukon. All Mustang on this first district game of the season. They're up 38-6 the fourth quarter. Back after this.
You're watching Ortho Central's Friday Night Rivals live on CW34, driven by GMC.
Back in Yukon for the start of the fourth quarter, Jack Damrow, Myron Patton, Ed Murray. The Millers have the football, first down and 10 from their 45-yard line, and here is Troxel on the quarterback keeper, and he gets across midfield down to the 47-yard line, a gain of 8. It brings up second down and 2 for Yukon.
Yeah, he found a little running lane there. Tell you what, that running back's going away for a pitch. If that's by design, but still a nice game.
The handoff, and they pick up the first down across the 45 down to the 43. Jesse Eakers on the carry for Yukon. That is a Brahms first down. From our farm to our store, only Brahms gives you more. Fourth quarter, first down and 10, Yukon. Troxel running the option, now will keep it, and has to dive forward for a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9. Caston Meadows making the stop along with Russell Zolikoffer, number 57, there on your screen. Huge second quarter and third quarter for Mustangs, and they have taken this game over. And here's a pass, nice catch. Nice pass and catch to Caden Morey for the Millers. It's another Brahms first down at the 30-yard line. 452 total yards by the Broncos to 210 for Yukon. And pretty balanced, Myron, for Mustang. 254 through the air, 198 on the ground. Here's the handoff back up the middle. A gain of 1, second down and 9. Of course, a couple of huge pass plays, 2 to Jacoby Johnson, 1 to Keegan Bass for the Millers. Really, I would think, put this game away.
Yeah, looks like Mustangs got some of their second team, especially in the secondary. I don't see Jacoby Johnson out there. You might want to try something deep. Probably can get some yards. You got some of the backups in there.
Hand off to Eakers for a 3-yard gain. Brings up third down and a long 6 for Yukon. We'll see them in a couple of weeks here back at home against Edmond Memorial on Friday Night Rivals. Here's the third down play. Troxel, pass is caught once again for another first down. And there's a personal foul after the play as Caden Morey was thrown to the ground by Quallen Perry after the play was already over.
Yeah, I think he's in.
And he's quickly escorted to the sidelines as coach wants to talk to him. So Yukon gets the first down right in front of us. Good camera work by our crew once again. Best in the state in high school football. A lot of our crew works for Sooner Vision as well down in Norman. Big game tomorrow night. OU and K-State. Not the best of luck with K-State in the last couple of years, Myron. It'll be an interesting game.
Deuce Bond, little mighty running back for them.
Here is Troxel on the quarterback keeper at the end zone. Touchdown, Yukon.
He saw that end zone there. He was determined to get there. It's like he hit the accelerator and he got there for the touchdown. It's a nice score.
And shows a sense of relief afterward. Picks up a well-deserved touchdown. Here it is coming right at you.
Accelerated, split a couple guys.
38-12, and here's the point after by Nicolo. And the kick is up. This guy can kick, I can tell you. Wow. What a great kicker Yukon has. That could pay dividends down the road. 38-13 our score. And we'll take a break. We're back after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Yukon. 38-13 our score after the Logan Troxel touchdown run. And here is Ethan Nicolo for the Ortho Central kickoff. Good look by our crew there at the offensive line for Yukon, who did a great job on that offensive series. And here is the onside attempt, and it will bounce out of bounds as the flag comes out.
The offensive line's kind of a thankless job. You only notice when they do something wrong, jump off sides, holding. But everything starts with those guys up front.
So Mustang will start at their 46. And they stay with Tristan Russell, the senior quarterback. Actually, they will start at the Yukon 49. Forgot about the penalty. Here's the handoff. And down to the 45-yard line. On the carry, Jay Bedford, senior running back. 5'10", 175 pounds. Second down, 6.
See if they slow the pace here a little bit, run some clock. And you're lined up there, just on what the play clock is.
Bedford on the carry, and he is going to pick up 4 yards to the 40, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 now for the Mustang Broncos.
Sam Johansson will stop along with Zane Samara.
Hand out to Bedford again, and Bedford barrels his way across the 40 for a first down. A Brahms first down for the Broncos at the 38-yard line. Myron, I really like Mustang's offense. They're at home with Owasso next week. What do you think their chances are in 6A1?
Well, you got a couple guys like Jacoby Johnson and Keegan Bass and some of the other playmakers. You got a chance. You know, the key, in fact, the key might be because Owasso will have some athletes too, is what can your defense do? But that's a pretty good starting point with those guys because Jacoby goes both ways.
There's Lee Blankenship in his 4th season as the head coach of the Broncos, and quite the story with him. He is actually a walk-on at OU back in 2004, listed deep on the quarterback chart, but made it as a walk-on, and then an accident that cost him a part of his finger, forced him to try to play somewhere else, and it was East Central and Ada that actually said, okay, we're going to give you a chance, and he taught himself how to throw a spiral without his index finger. And actually did quite well his final season at East Central. And now he's falling in a long line of Blankenships are doing a great job with the Mustang Broncos here in his 4th season. Let's look at their schedule as we start district play tonight against Owasso, and then on the road in Edmond against Santa Fe, and then at least they have Tulsa Union, or Union, whatever you want.
It's
the
in
Red Hawks.
Tulsa.
Yeah. So they have 4 home games coming up in district play. So that obviously plays to their advantage. After the penalty, the ball spotted back at the 48, and here is the run by Jacoby Johnson, who is back in the game. And he picks up about 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, he lowers that shoulder and picks up a few more yards.
And Zane Samara, who's had a good night for Yukon, making the play, taking the hit from Jacoby, saying, I'm not afraid. And was able to knock him out of bounds around the 39-yard line. 3rd down 11, Mustang. The clock stopped with 7:16 to play. Russell on the handoff, right back up the middle. This is Bedford with the first down and more across the 20, down to the 17. Goes Jay Bedford for a Brahms first down, and the Broncos have it inside the Rose State red zone.
Yeah, their reserves aren't too bad. So they can remark how many guys they had going after football. They've got some players besides those two we talk about all the time.
Here is Bedford again, and he gets down to the 10-yard line. A pickup of 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 for Mustang. Bedford wants a part of the action. He wants a touchdown, doesn't he?
Right, you'll get your stats in there.
A couple of nice runs by the senior running back. Here's the 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. Nice cutback. Gets close to the first down. And it looks like they gave it to him, so it's going to be 1st down and goal. Mustang, the ball spotted at the 8, or are they going to give it to him? Actually, they were going to move the chains, and now they're going to say it's actually now they're going to give the 1st down. So 1st down goal, Mustang from the 8-yard line. Clock runs 6 minutes to play here in Yukon. Broncos leading 38-13. Huge 2nd and 3rd quarters by the Mustang Broncos to take a commanding lead and on their way to their first district win of the season. Bedford on the handoff, running left, trying to get outside. He does, to the corner of the end zone, touchdown. Jay Bedford, 8-yard touchdown run.
Nice job kind of setting him up. Looked like he's going to turn it up inside, but bounced it outside, made it a foot race. You see right there, nope, I think I'm going to hit outside. And guys reaching for air, runs right up to the camera, says, yeah, that's 6.
Homeland Grocery touchdown. Homeland Grocery, your homegrown advantage. And here is Jordan with the point after attempt, and it is good. And there's a flag thrown late. I believe, did I see a flag fly in there? I did. Had to be after the point after. 45-13 now our score. And I'm pretty certain probably something was said to someone. So it's going to be a personal foul, more than likely, I believe, on Mustang. It'll be assessed on the kickoff. Should give Yukon good field position after the kick.
Saw Jamie Thompson down there on the Mustang sideline, one of the assistant coaches, ex-Oklahoma State Cowboy, helping coach Mustang. Guys like to stay involved in football.
No doubt.
So 5.5. If you're Yukon, I mean, this game is in the books for them. But you want to work on some things and get ready for next week. You had a big win last week with Norman North. This one didn't turn out the way you wanted to. But every time you play, every time you take a snap, it's just a chance to get better and get ready for next week. And just the first game in district play.
Yukon started so well, Myron. They had that opening drive, the long run, and then the fumble at the end of the run.
Yeah, you can what if.
If they score on that and take the lead early, it could be a different ball game.
Yeah, you can what if. And you say, well, it's 45-13, but
Ortho Central kickoff for Jordan from his own 25-yard line. It's fair caught by the Millers up across the 35, so that's where Logan Troxel will start. There you get a good look, I believe. What is that, the Mustang band? Yukon fan section, student section. Still a good number of people on hand here for this Canadian County Bedlam series.
Got some people in the parking lot who were kind of making their way out, but still, yeah, it's been a great crowd tonight. And I was really impressed.
There's 2 trophies to hand out tonight, a Bedlam trophy and an FNR trophy.
Well, I think the FNR trophy should get first billing.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Here's a handoff right side for a gain of 3. Second down, 7 for Yukon. Miguel Vera on the stop for the Broncos. Logan Day to Troxell's left. The pass is overthrown as he was looking for Mackey and just overthrew him. Mackey hesitated or stopped, and I thought Troxell looked like he was going to continue, and it brings up third down long. He wants that one over, as you can tell.
Yeah, and they didn't throw as much. They probably could have thrown a little bit more tonight. But you'll have to end this game. I mean, Mustang's the better team. Remember this year, they've added another playoff team per district.
Yeah. Here's the pass by Troxell, and is it caught? No, it is incomplete. Almost thought that Heath Sperry had a chance at that one after the tip, but it brings up fourth down, and the Millers will kick it away. Nice defense that time by Blaine Fulmer. Looking at him right there, number 24. And so here is Cameron Jellison to punt it away for the Millers. High snap, and he drops it, and he does get the kick away.
Boy.
And it bounces right back up the middle, and actually he's going to save a ton of yardage.
That's pretty good.
By getting that kick away. Incredible kick by Jellison after the mishandling of the high snap. Let's watch it again.
Is he left footed? I can't remember if he left. He was there, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And it's down at the 39-yard line.
That had disaster written all over it. Block or something.
Senior punter for the Millers. 4:35 to play. First down and 10, and a new quarterback in for the Broncos. And here's a handoff right side. And the quarterback is Trajan Williamson. And the handoff goes to Price Burgess. A gain of 3 brings up second down and 7. Williamson, only a sophomore, 6'3", 185 pounds.
That's a big sophomore.
Handoff to Burgess again, and Burgess gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, brings up third and long now for the Broncos.
Clock moving. Yeah, they're letting some clock run because they don't have to play clock. They don't know how much time is left in the play clock unless the officials are telling them.
Here's the third down play. And Williamson's pass is incomplete, and so the Broncos will, I believe, they will kick it away, and here comes the punt team. Now, they've had 2 punts, or they've had 2 fourth downs where they've shown they were going to punt. Tristan Russell comes into the game. Both times were fake punts, and one included a touchdown pass to Jacoby Johnson. So let's see what they do here.
I say they punt. Good 45-13.
And now I believe a timeout has been called by the Broncos. Well, Jacoby Johnson was in the game, Myron.
I don't know. I mean, to me, you want this clock to run. And get anybody hurt.
Well, here is tonight's Dynamite Drive of the game. Dynamite driving tests 7 days a week, and this was quite the drive, Myron.
Yeah, this is the one that really kind of put a nail in it. They took that opening kickoff the third quarter and just methodically drove down the line until this man went 25 yards on first down. And said,
Yeah.
Forget the 5 or 6 yards. I'm taking to the house. And that put them up by 3 scores, 21. They got 21 points the third quarter and pretty much controlled things as it was over after that.
That was our Dynamite driving drive of the game. Dynamite driving tests 7 days a week. And there you see Jacoby Johnson with the towel on his head. What a night he has had. Here is the punt by Russell, and he gets it away. Nice punt into the wind, and fair caught at the 20-yard line, so Yukon takes over. 3:16 to go in the fourth quarter.
And he did punt left foot. So when he was running left, that was a good fake.
That was a good fake, yeah. So Jacoby Johnson, 37 yards rushing. That was a touchdown. He also has 125 yards through the air receiving and a couple of touchdowns. 3 touchdowns all together tonight for Jacoby Johnson.
Like I say, he had he's top 30 player in the state, one of the tops in the country. He had a bunch of scholarship offers from some of the biggest football programs in the country. Stays home, goes to Oklahoma.
Here's the handoff over the right side. Sorry, Mike.
No, I said some guys want to leave state too. I mean, some guys want to see something different. But he stays close to home.
New quarterback for the Millers, Carter Creech.
Carter might call timeout so he can get some more snaps in there.
Creech's first pass of the game is caught. Just shy of the 30-yard line. Pass is caught by Kayshawn Holman. Creech, another sophomore, 5'11", 170 pounds. That was only his second pass of the season. And it was a good one. Third down and short for the Millers. He will hand off. And they're going to be very close to the first down, probably about a yard short. And it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it's no point in punting it.
With Burnett, the running back now for Yukon. 4th and a yard. And Creech is going to keep it, and he's tackled, loses the football, and picked up by the Millers back at the, well, they're going to say he was down at the 17, and the Mustang Broncos will take over.
Yeah, that was, defeated from the first. Fumble, lose a bunch of yards. Now, here's what's Mustang going to do? They're going to take a knee, they're going to try to. Got some young guys going to get to play. They want to score.
They want to score.
They want to score. They want to play.
Well, first down and 10. The ball is spotted at the 18. 1:33 to go in the game. Mustang will improve to 3-1 on the year. Their lone defeat coming to the Deer Creek Antlers in a game that Lee Blankenship wants back. Here's the handoff across the 15 down to the 14.
Clock's running, and they're running.
Williamson on the handoff, down to the 10. And it will be 3rd down and about 1.5 yards. Sanders on the carry for the Broncos. Third down play. Handoff to Sanders again. At the 5, at the 1, and he gets in. Touchdown.
Squeezed in there.
Brian Sanders with the Homeland Grocery touchdown, making it 51-13.
Protecting the ball. God, that last line.
And here is Jordan for the point after. Make it 52-13 with 31 seconds to play. We want to do our GMC player of the game, Myron. I think this is pretty easy to determine, but our GMC player of the game, of course, big number 3, Jacoby Johnson, the OU commit.
Yeah, he was making plays from the start. We're not even going to show the ones that got called back, and he still had 3 touchdowns. I mean, so he was quite impressive. Of course, plays defense as well.
That one was on a fake punt.
Mm-hmm. So
Russell hit him on the fly. Great looking athlete. I hope he has an exceptional career at OU. Let's go downstairs, Ed Murray. Ed.
Hey, fellas, on that fake punt touchdown to Jacoby Johnson, he caught that right in front of me. First of all, he was pretty well covered until the very last 2 or 3 steps when he bolted. But when that ball hit his hands, that was the softest sound I have ever heard on a long pass. It made no sound. It was like poof when it hit his hands. Just such a soft catch on that touchdown.
Soft hands, big player. Let's see the catch again that Ed was talking about. There it is, right there. And
yeah, good hands. Of course, got the gloves on there. Everybody wears now. And I think he'll play defense. That's what they've got him ticketed for. But, he's an athlete. They'll look at him in all positions.
Here's the kickoff by the Broncos. Fair caught by the Millers at the 30. So at least one more play to go here before the Broncos pick up their 3rd win of the season and move on for the district game number 2 next week at home against the Owasso Rams.
A little east side action. The crowd is kind of thinning out. People trying to make their way out. Parking lot's looking like we're going to be here a while.
Here is the pitch to the 32-yard line. Goes Kinnison Rogers. You're right. I see nothing but brake lights in the parking lot, and we are well stationed here at Yukon High School. We are well above the action, top of the press box. What a great view, great facility that the Millers have, and that will be it as the clock winds down, and the Broncos, with a huge second and third quarter, dominate tonight by a score of 52-13.
Yeah, they really, like I said, impose their will, especially in the third quarter. They scored 21 points and turned what looked like was going to be a close game into a pretty sizable win. And they move on to their next opponent.
All right, we'll take a break, come back with our trophy presentation. The Broncos over the Millers, 52-13. We're back after this. We are back in Yukon. The Broncos win on Friday Night Rivals 52-13 over the Yukon Millers in the first district game of the 2022 season. And so the Broncos improved to 3-1. And let's go downstairs to Ed Murray in the trophy presentation. Ed, take it away, buddy.
Well, Jack, it's a double trophy presentation. We'll get to that in just a moment. Coach Blankenship, guys came out of that locker room at start the second half on a mission, and that was just a perfect third quarter.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of our boys. Offense really just put it together. We knew we were right there. A couple of penalties early, a couple of balls on the ground got us in bad shape. Our defense played lights out all night long. I'm so proud of them and really proud of how we responded in the third quarter.
And the special teams on the fake punt, and that did it.
Absolutely. Yeah, great job by our special teams coaches, Coach Evans, Coach Gaines, putting that together.
All right, this is the Canadian County Bedlam. There is a traveling trophy. Let's get to that one first. Here it is right here. This one will stay at Mustang for the 6th straight year. All right. Hey, fellas. Hey, fellas. We know that one is special in your trophy case, but for showing a statewide audience tonight what Mustang football is all about, we've got a little reminder here because the senior class at Mustang, this one's another senior class that beats Yukon every year. And let's give the offensive line, where's 76? I don't know why I can't see him. Senior offensive lineman. How about taking one for the team right there?
Rhett Schneider, Ed Murray, great job as always. Our trophy presentation. The Broncos win it 52-13. Next week we are in Blanchard as Lions host the Newcastle Racers on Friday Night Rivals. That should be a great matchup between those two schools who are separated by just 7 or 8 miles as well. Not very far, I believe. But should be another great matchup as this one was tonight as the Broncos win the Canadian County Bedlam matchup.
Yeah, that'll be fun. A fun matchup, and I tell you, man, he's going to take it from Big 76. He can take that home with him. Nobody's going to take it from him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All of us would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful sponsors for tonight's game: Norman Regional Hospital, Ortho Central, GMC, McIntyre Law, and 1-800-GOT-JUNK, who through their contributions to the program make these games possible for you viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors for their contributions to our 2022 Friday Night Rivals telecast: High Five Media, Oklahoma Ford Dealers, Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store, Rose State College, Homeland Grocery, Dynamite Driving, and the United States Coast Guard. And we'd especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administrators for their continued support, Mustang High School and our host, Yukon High School. A great night for the Mustang Broncos. They win it. Bedlam 52-13. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week.